elevating the combination of mundane thoughts to the epic, like God finger painting fuck you across that deep breath you were holding. Hold me to my word. I came from crocodile mouths. Blurred centuries, all the singing ones, the kissing ones, where the shimmering dream of a river flowed through prayer, through land and air, oh sky of sea, I sang your ships to me. Sang through hope and fears, hollow and barely breathing, blue surges, neap and ebb, a cosmic infatuate straddling the edge of mirrors, outbursts, tongues riddled, imagination occupied, exercising ego, confined to instruments, dreams, clouds feature our breath, the thought of gravitating when we don't have anything left. We are pressed against the temple poems, genocide of definition, fucked and meaningless. Hang them in shooting galleries where men who cop blueprints in daylight aim gun barrels at inconsistencies and smother the other. Moon chant night owl, peroxided in scripture. The docile maid's likeness will burst through mirrors, their cutthroats, their bellies, their gumbullets fire. The entrance to heaven, this window is the entire world. Flat after all. Edge of better jumping, too much God in the loudspeaker. I can hear you talking to me, but I'm still me. Costume of empty promises, born cut off. Boom, touch or kiss across a bridge, broken, damaged. Sometimes the old exists in the reflection of the new. Inside time, wings and drive, expose why, loosely considered Messiah. There is a fire in your chest, your tongue, your nose, ears, and hands. There is a fire in your neck. Fear not, open your eyes. Cool water cleans the bonds, frees you of your fate. The impossible love was true. Stand, surf, waves cresting, tide rises high. Over what is written, over 7 times. Over sad nostalgia, over now and I. Poems like lighthouses, paintings over tide. Moving sea between us, disappearing flesh. Hurricane possession. Vast horizon crushed, tangled in viscera, pulsate to the bone, eye the blood unyielding, peel off what was once our warm-blooded secrets, our life under your toes. You are a bit of water poured through a small hole. Sing. There are names for these sounds. Breeze-torn eulogies, wild banshee reveries, solar symphonies, spirit mourning, dream release, sea calls, drafting winds, summoning existence, hems of being and light, a forest cathedral, voice measured on moral metronome, monstrous lyre, somnambulous siren, come, complete this revolution. Come up through church doors, through your mother's insides, passing amongst family, escaped fully, belting each note from your abdomen. A righteous indignation will rise up in you with an amp, a voice to acid silence, an exquisite cacophony, a throat call of longing, heartbeats ring timpani, a bird's contralto, double-edged ahead of them. A sterilized bevel of cures, creativity, circulation grown into future brightness, a sparkling dawn, a language, an ancient tongue, an arm of thought covered in skeleton, a modern goblet cradled in breast, an orchid of dense halos, blocks, patterns, lists, categories, drugs, colors, music, melodies, math, philosophy, puzzles, bullshit, truth. Ceremony, comfort, failure, personality, diagnosis, myth, fantasy, crooked lines, uncertain frames, saccharine, mass-produced silly lies, innocent, awkward, love, young, romantic, lucky, dysfunctional, smart, free, original, infinite, understood. A fourth dimension behind perception, unconscious atom, erect in your throat, starving for touch, bright, glowing cock, looking to forget, a strained situation, sex and gold and devastation, not elegant, violent, thundering across your heaven, ghost of a spirit, midnight, wind and light, a derivative of love, twisted like tree branches, flirting with the gnarled remains of glow-in-the-dark crucifixes, gleaming through bus windows, spitting images like Big Bang theories, bottled into the dark recesses of madness and beauty, between bones and blood, meteors unexpectedly land, otherworldly continents swept under the rug, eyeshadow of the night, planet dressed in flames, suck goddess and dance, your lips whisper names, love wrapped in bottles, loose lick like heat, ground sweating yelling desperately, fire through feet. You'll feel the beat, the elements of magic, the kiss through language, the trumpet ceremonious phrase. Words do not exist, only the haunting cause echo, the cause, the effect. The clock strike struck dissonant, soulless and erect, dreaming of useless prophecy. Hypothetical gravity, lucid song smoke, mimic God, make me believe you were the music. Banging voluptuous downbeat, pelvis quake, the soft middle of it, Mayan metronome, counting each stroke, prayer of the owling, chanting long ago, stories untold, explode into windspeak, explode into song, more perfect than moonlight and voices through lungs, outside my body, leave to return, encased in night face, echo and burn, mercy immortal, out of control, star shadows slowly dancing in snow, flutter like lonesome boys, shriveled up cold, faces, abstractions, tissue and bone, wreckage, cracked windshield, unwrap your old, you will sing poems, America. Fuck God where you find her and call it a day. The tragedy that begat the sun made light of lesser things. It was an explosion, first in heart, now at hand. This tree's blood is painted on. The guilt that I feel is freedom. Jesus was the only magic we believed in. The cigarette that tricked us into breathing. An excuse to sing. Anthemic woodwind hollow his crown, fall through the octaves, glide over ground and come to me. Artificial masterpiece bleached in baptismal waters, ruined currents follow the faithful chorus. Stretch the irreverence fueling my catharsis, vanish in dust, dig a little deeper, dig, don't surrender, dig, this can't break you, dig with ripe eyes, dig for broken chariot pieces, dig for sparrows' bones, dig for the choke in the song's last breath, until the spines of books twist back into night, keep on digging, after the ground's been cried upon and everything is soft and open, call it music. A complex of refuge begins and ends us, the invisible volcanoes, independent thoughts echoing upon the mountain, spreads like war crimes on YouTube. Everyone has cried a wall of tears, witnessed brutal massacre, watched countless others mourn their precious freedom. Vocabulary fades ghost-like in the world of last week. Another act in another place took form in brilliant sunlight blowing on the beat. We pore over the details until the details prove too much to handle. We are 50 billion asking the army recruiter for more information. Colonizing space, probably confused. The recruiter stares down at the table as though it holds the secret code to life's great questions. His corrected stutter and slightly overcompensating stance blends into the decorations behind him. Boys. Seriously, I'm just doing my job, please. His mouth begs in a voice so small and so human it makes me feel like I have just blurted out a secret. This man has given his life to God, like freedom. War hero, crying into the night, trembling and loading the chamber, bloodied without context. Open my throat, push the hypothesis into my mouth. Find the road to revolution and acceptance. There is a new brand of God. What do you think? Announcing high beams every morning puts fizzes into buzz only to show how we crush headlights, slush smearing like raw oil, unripened sounds, pressing circuits, crescents, water, soundless fog, crooked, peeling, boundless pattern, symbols, stone emblems, peeling, talking sky, walk light across the water, shot white God, cross clay off prisms, light wave back, fall into morning, wake night, mornings divide metaphors, return God, parables unwilling to reveal the grit that my childhood knew best, my own dark house, pulsing at night, truth explicates metaspeak, gutter echoes, stainless vowels, staggered wheelbarrows, saintly ritual, cut, weed, plant, seeds tender, lips rich through smoke speak, drunk with dreams, alien progress, quiet hope, headstones fence light inside, open-mouthed eyes, I am now I am not. A different species of bacteria with compassion in its nervous system, a body of rings, oak to ocean, standing still on a bed of nails. A poet. A bridge between the precise shape of awareness and the dank basement where I fucked my friends with a chain in front of the mirror to find safe places to heal from the right to explore. Calculation masks, proofs of identification with the illusion of erection, a bridge of light, a memory drum, the electrical impulse in silence, nameless, anonymous, the right to become, the verb to be, crowded memory. We are people who opt to explain history and clarify feelings through the crystal balls you call your eyes. Never pretend differently, mesmerized by vulnerability, men and women aware of all of the complexities, arrogant intuition. You will cherish the beat of our heart, a million separate moments, one collective identity to remind you to run through the wind and fly towards the future while fully involved in the present. Everything is enchanted here. Here is how we have come to see the foot is all heart, to prove how people's dreams have stained the last words of an explosion. Multicolored light, frantic and twitchy, unbearable music, power chord, kick drum, sound cannot be immaterial. Supply your own crumbling bricks.